Hello, welcome to Rauta's black metal review of a Swedish band called Murg and its third album called Strävan. Now, two previous Murg albums just got reissued. They will be actually next video right after this one. Because, well, I think the band totally deserves more attention. Why so? Because Varg of Björn debut album from 2015 is a very good album and it's one of the best of its release year. Now it was followed by the second album, Coup d'Etat, in 2016, but more about those in the double or dual review. And now it's time for the third album, which came out in late April 2019. So without further ado, let's take a look on this album. Now, you might remember those previous albums didn't have exactly much to see, and this goes very much the same way. We have this cool raven, I guess, on the background, and, well, nothing to see underneath. And the CD is pretty much the same plain style as it is, once again, the actual booklet. No lyrics this time either. That applies to the other two albums as well. So very simple in design once again. Very minimal, not proper band pictures, no lyrics, no hidden or unhidden information. So just the music to speak for itself, which then again is the most important thing, right? Now, I've said that I really like the first album, and the second album is quite good, but was kind of a disappointment after the first one. More about, once again, that about in the other review. So how does this third album actually play out, especially when like 3 years have passed since the last time Murg was out there? Well, I'm kind of lucky to say that, or happy to say that Murg has kind of found back to their proper path of creating this wonderful Swedish black metal. Being quite of a new band, it's not so easy to pave that road with lots of new and cool bands coming all the way, not to mention all those older ones. But Murg has been very kind of consistent with what they do, and I'm kind of happy also about the fact that Strävan is back to, well, at least close to what Varg of Björn was all about. You know, this kind of a catchy riffs, melodies and all that stuff. While Varg of Björn is still my Murg favorite, being, you know, kind of a top-notch album with its very catchy songs and good songwriting in general, not to mention production and kind of a nice raspy vocals. Strävan is maybe more consistent in its quality. I mean, it doesn't have the best songs of Varg of Björn, but then again, all of its tracks are very much in the kind of a same level of quality. It doesn't have these peak points, but neither the low points, which I think Varg of Björn had, and especially towards the end of the album. Now, sound-wise, this is somewhat raw, unpolished, and actually it fits, once again, Murg's black metal very well. This is not for everybody. I mean, if you're looking for some majestic, bombastic, Timo Borgir style or more clear kind of black metal, I think you might be a little bit disappointed with Murg, but I think this raw, kind of a primal energy fits very well what Murg is doing, because it's very riff-driven black metal. It's not like these third wave dissonant stuff, you know, multi-layered riffs or almost droning stuff, almost post-black stuff. Murg is very much to the second wave, you know, getting back those good riffs, which then again make good albums in return with its nice songwriting in all. I think this is something very much yearned for. People who grew up with, you know, early 90s black metal, the kind of a second wave of energetic Nordic stuff especially. Murg is very much, you know, kind of like a fresh wind coming through the window, because if you're just like fed up with these 10 minutes plus lengthy tracks with too much chaos and noise going all around, and you're just not exactly sure where the good riffs are, if there are any, then Murg comes to save the day. So once again, good album by the Swedish black metalers, and I think they are now steering their path to proper direction once again after the second album. So definitely, if you were disappointed with Good at All, like I was a little bit, but you liked Where You Burn, this is an album you don't want to miss. So make sure you check out the links and listen for yourself what Murg has to say. Thank you for watching the review, and see you soon with more Rauta reviews coming your way.